What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Game and Talk, episode 22. Huge number, I'd say. We're here with RGT85.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
All right. Nate the Hate.
He's on strike.
Yeah, forgot about that. And Celia. Today, we're talking about the Paper Mario controversy that I actually have been terminally offline this week, so I don't know what that really means.
No, I've been milking it though. Where's our friend here? Where is he?
And then we're gonna get into Smash or Pass because our debates have been yoinked because another podcast apparently needed them really bad, much more than we did, which is fine, I guess. So we're doing Smash or Pass today instead because it's we gotta stay original somehow.
We're fucking video game characters.
It's a really good little Google Doc that I've put together.
I haven't even looked at it.
But don't. It's important.
Yeah. Wait, that's true. You don't want to spoil yourself. I'll go through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll throw it up on the screen too. So we'll get into the Paper Mario thing first. Hello, Sly Rai.
That was the one I meant to put up.
Just asking for live. So does somebody want to explain this?
Yeah, I can talk about one half of the controversy, and then Sean, you can milk more of the FPS.
Okay.
So some people are really upset about some of the dialogue changes in the remake for the game. And I understand people wanting things to be faithful, but for Paper Mario, in general, if we go back to the GameCube, the localized version for North America did not one-to-one the translation for the Japanese version. They took a ton of liberties and threw in a bunch of jokes that wouldn't even be relevant to the Japanese audience. It was just more for Americans and European audience. And then also, since people are mad since they changed the what was the scene again? It was the Goombella scene. So people found out that the Goombella scene doesn't have the Goomba hitting on him anymore, or her anymore. Mm-hmm. And I forgot that scene even existed, and I've played the shit out of Thousand Year Door. I've gone back and replayed that game so many times. So the fact that we're fixating on that bit is just kind of bizarre to me. Because if you compare it to the GameCube version, there's a ton of things that were taken out from the Japanese version to the North American version. They had, I think it was in the back shed area in Rogueport, they used to have a toad-shaped chalk outline with blood implying murder. But in the North American version, they didn't. They added text changes, with Chuck-a-Cola. It was known as Vintage Red in the Japanese version. And they changed the color so it looked more like cola-y. And what was it called? In Pianta Poller, Pika and Layla, I think her name is. They're the Boo sisters. In the Japanese version, they had bunny ears. And in the North American version, they switched to cat ears. Fun fact, Playboy bunny outfits are copyrighted. So it's why they did that. But I don't know. But there's so many changes. So when looking at that, we're upset that they didn't keep it the same with the North American version. And this is getting compared to a lot of argument, localization not being faithful to the Japanese version. But I haven't verified this myself, but a lot of people online are comparing it and saying that this localization, sure, there are liberties, is closer to what happened in the Japanese version. I haven't verified this, just to repeat in case I'm wrong, but it's kind of one of those things of what do we want? Do we want the North American version again? Do we want to stay faithful to the localization for Japan? I don't know. It's hard to please everyone. And
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done.
Oh, and just the bottom line with everything about being oh, Nintendo is woke with things. Nintendo's always been focused on mass market of what sells, what gets past ESRB, and what appeals most to mass market. So if Goombella not getting hit on is something that would make more sense to them, okay, sure. It's just not completely focused on the echo chamber that we're seeing on Twitter and all that controversy. It's they just want to sell their game. They don't care.
All right. So you brought up an excellent point that I want to touch on with the ESRB. So when Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door originally came out on the GameCube, there was no E10 rating. When did the let me verify that I'm not wrong in saying that. Hold on. E10 rating introduction, maybe? March of 2005. When did Paper Mario come out? I mean, my comment will still be fine if it's not that way. No, okay, so that came out in 2004. Perfect. So in 2005, the ESRB introduced a E10 rating. At the time of Paper Mario's release, that was a rated E for everyone game. That probably would have been E10 with those jokes that were put in there. So Nintendo, I don't think, wanted to have this game be an E10, because if you look at the listing for the game, the ESRB rating for the Switch version is an E rating, just like the original was. That's the thing that so many of these fucking people are forgetting, is that the ESRB, like, yes, I know people on the panel might disagree with me on this, but like, fuck Sweet Baby Inc. Fuck those companies, because they have terrible people working at them. People that I think are just disingenuous humans. However, you have to look at the bigger sphere, and the bigger sphere is the ESRB controls a lot of things, because you submit your game to the ESRB and then they assign it a rating. And companies, if they want to hit a certain rating, might have to go back and change things within their game. That's like a Shovel Knight game or something Yacht Club does. You would have to submit it to the ESRB, and then they would give it a rating, correct?
Yeah, that's happened before, where we've had to change certain things to make sure that we have a rating. Yeah, if anyone remembers Spectre of Torment, Creech's juice bar, we had to make it more juicy instead of alcohol references.
See? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, there are other entities at play that are essentially controlling things like that. So you have to factor that in. You have to factor in that the ESRB is constantly probably reevaluating what is deemed acceptable or not. Like, I think that, because at least with these other companies and like websites and shit like that, you can at least attach it to a person. You know what I'm saying? There that you could see who the people are. You don't really have that luxury with the ESRB, which was founded by the government and Senator Joseph fucking Lieberman with Mortal Kombat and Night Trap. Like, that's the reason where, you know, this thing became a thing. And then, of course, Nintendo at the time started, you know, they wanted to be holier than thou with fucking Howard Lincoln. Night Trap will never be on a Nintendo platform. LOL, bitch. It's on there now with the Switch. You lose, Howard Lincoln. But like, people just seem to forget that kind of stuff, you know? Like, it's a shame, but you have to just look at, I mean, it's like the movie industry. It's the same sort of thing. They used to be able to say fuck in a PG movie. Beetlejuice is a PG movie that has the word fuck in it. But things change. Now, whether or not you like those changes, I mean, the best thing to do is to vote with your wallet on a situation. But, you know, it's much easier just to get outraged, look at whatever, you know, people are saying and just kind of go along with it, instead of actually looking at the situation and kind of, you know, just realizing that it's a lot more complex and there are a lot more factors at play. You don't necessarily have to like those factors. And I'm not saying that you do, because there's factors that I don't like. But I also understand just blaming a single entity for things like this as far as censorship is concerned. And plus, you have to remember there are other regions in the world too. Plays into what Stellar Blade is dealing with right now. Look at the Australian ratings. Wildly different than the ESRB, and that's a game that came out there. So you know what I'm saying. Look, thank you. Look at Christian. Oof. Oh wait, hold on. I picked the wrong one. We do not have R-rated in Australia for Saw, and Mortal Kombat 9 got banned here. Exactly, bro. Like, people don't understand that. Like, oh, is Howard Lincoln still alive? Whatever. You know, people don't understand that, like, there are so many factors at play, and ideally, yes, we would have all the boobs, blood, and swearing in the world and nobody would give a fuck. But that's not the world we live in, unfortunately. And all the change.org petitions in the world that you make, they're not going to bring it to that point. You literally have to vote with your wallet, and also understand that there's going to be people that disagree with you and don't necessarily care about that stuff. Be civil.
Okay.
And then
Nate,
I guess,
sorry.
is he here? He's still muted.
I don't know.
I'll unmute him. Can't unmute guests because they chose to mute themselves. All right. Nate,
This is a great podcast.
At least like say if I was right or something. Just say yes if I'm right. Okay. So say no if I'm wrong.
What is he protesting? He's not an admin?
Yeah. John gave him the thing back. If you look in the chat, it says, oh, he traded him out for Evan so he could do work during the week on the back end. And then he says, what's your email? Change it. You guys back out now since he's done now. See, Nate?
Spawncast drama.
That's always. Fuck John. The other thing is, which somebody brought up in the chat, is the fact that the game is 30 frames per second. And the original release of the game was 60 frames per second. Now, I'm not someone who harks too much on about that. Really, when it comes to 60 frames, racing games, maybe high-paced action games, like that's where I feel it the most. Definitely racing games, though. So it's not something that I necessarily hark on all that much. The problem for me is the original 2004 release was 60 frames per second. And the new one is 30 frames per second. Now, granted, there were dips in the original GameCube release, but if you're remaking a game for modern platforms, you would think that it would run better and not just look better, because looks are only one part of the equation. Running better, or at least running at what it used to run, is something that I think, is the thing of it is, if you don't care about it, I will kill you, President Evil 2. If you don't care about it, that's fine. Like, don't feel like you have to care about it. But at the same time, like, don't diminish people's concerns about it. Because if you really think about it, it's kind of ridiculous that the remake runs at a lower frame rate than the original. And there's people out there who say, I saw some guy, I don't remember his Twitter name, but he posted in a thread, he was like, I've been gaming since 1986. I was a video game journalist for a long time. I don't see the difference between 60 frames and 30 frames. And to that I say, I'm glad you are no longer a video game writer, because you, sir, should not be writing about video games if you cannot tell the difference. There is a difference. There is a difference. For some people, it's more pronounced than others, but goddamn, go play Gran Turismo 2 on your PlayStation 1 at 30 frames per second, and then use the 60 frames per second trick that I showed you in my video, and it's a night and fucking day difference. Like, it's just crazy to me how there's so many Nintendo fans are like, it's not a big deal, we're just gonna buy it anyways. It's like, well, no wonder they didn't fucking try. Like, fuck.
What do you think it's gonna affect it for? Sorry,
okay. Go first.
I was just gonna say, do you think it's gonna affect it for the way that this game plays? Like, obviously, it's not ideal.
No, it's a slower paced game. But if you're Celia, who's very familiar with the original game, your timing is going to be off for sure.
Yeah, like that's my one concern. Like they have to make up for it by adding, like, I don't know, like with the hitbox, like a 40 frame like buffer, or like something where it's like it gives you more time, or some way for the mechanics to feel better. I'll probably have a hard time adjusting, but I'm just, I don't know, I'm kind of confused by the choices that they made. But as long as the performance works when we actually play it, I'm cool with it. I have a question. Sean, you played Origami King, right?
Yes.
What did it run as? Was it 30 also? Was it 60? Because if that ran as 30 also, then like, okay, I guess like that's just the Paper Mario vibe. But if it's
it was
60,
30.
It ran at 30. It ran at 30.
Welcome
Nate,
back,
you're back.
Nate.
Good job. Yay. So how did that play? Because I didn't play Origami King. I didn't have a Switch yet.
No, Brandon. But
which is fine. I'm not saying that you have to be outraged about it. I'm just saying I don't like people, and everyone in the chat's been very cool about it. I just don't like seeing people like, it's not a big deal. And it's like, well, to some people it is. Like, to some people that is going to essentially change their experience with a game that they are very familiar with. And I feel like, and this is kind of a problem with the video game industry as a whole. It's not just Nintendo, but a lot of these companies are trying to do things with graphics that give you lower frame rates. I'm sorry, but in 2024, 1080p 60 frames should be standard across, like all of these games. And we're constantly, unless it's like truly an artistic style of thing, like Hellblade, I don't really care about that. Like, that's a different style. That's a cinematic
they're
game.
going, yeah, cinematic movie, of course, yeah. So it has to be 24 frames.
But
crazy though. Crazy.
But like 1080p 60 should be the bare minimum. And the fact that we're seeing games that aren't hitting that, it's like, well, what are we playing games for? To look at a picture of it, to look at it still or in motion? I saw someone in here say they tried Rebirth at 30 frames per second. Yeah, fuck that, dude. That was terrible. Like, it looked a little bit better, but give me the performance mode. Every game I play on a modern console that has to have a performance mode, I'm always playing on performance mode because it genuinely feels better. Now, a game that you don't have a direct comparison to where you could switch between a performance mode, then yeah, you could get away with it a little bit more. I'm just saying we should probably be upping our standards with these kind of games. Like, imagine if Metroid Prime Remastered was 30 frames per second. That would make the game feel completely different and take away from the visuals of it. Because that's one of the key things. When you see that game in motion, you're like, God damn, this looks good. And it's just like, well, that's a GameCube game that you managed to keep the 60 frames at. And arguably you did more graphical work because you changed every fucking polygon on it. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Well, and let me clarify. Like, Brandon asked if my friends would care. And a lot of them are not like the most hardcore gamer people who will, or especially like for something like Paper Mario, like they haven't, I don't think any of my friends have played this game before. So it's not something that they prioritize. But like, from my experience with my friends is that they don't. I sort of have recently started noticing things just because I've been looking out for it more. But like RGT said, that doesn't diminish anyone else's experience. Like, if this is a big deal to you, that's totally fine, and I understand. I didn't play the original either, so I'm not gonna have the issue that Celia has, like, with that muscle memory. And I just personally, it's like not a deal breaker for me, but I do think it's unfortunate. Like, I feel like there should definitely be standards, especially if the original did play at that. Like, do you think there's a game development issue with that, Celia, or like, what do you think from like that perspective?
I think they kind of prioritized like the lighting and a lot of the other things for that rendering over it. But like, I'm not in their shoes. It's like speculation, but like for how pretty it looks, I would assume that a lot of powers go in there, but it could be a lot of things because like a lot of like first party games are having the same issue, and I don't really know what to say. I don't. A lot of thoughts and feelings.
just to remind everyone, the first video game was Pong. What did Pong run at?
60 FPS. Pong is crazy. Really?
Yes, Pong was 60 frames per second. There's a lot of classic games. Really, we didn't when it was all cartridge stuff. Like, most of the games were 60 frames. We didn't start seeing 30 and less until the PS1, Saturn, and 64 era, because we started prioritizing like crazy graphics and stuff like that. And this was, kind of a new world with new physical mediums or new technology that, we weren't really able to fully harvest. But then, as time went on, when we got the next generation of systems, we kind of went back to a lot of 60 frame per second games. And then somewhere along the way, we lost it. It was crazy.
Nate, do you have any wisdom to drop on this?
Not particularly. I find the majority of this type of topic to be very redundant and not all that engaging. If individuals prefer 60 FPS, that's their preference. If they prefer 30 FPS, that's also their preference. It comes down to ultimately artistic vision. Developers prioritize the frame rate they want to get out of the game. As the consumer, you have the right to say, I want to play it this way. And in select games, if you really care about frames a second, if that is your priority in the experience you are getting from a game, there is a platform for you. It's called a PC. PCs will allow you to play with uncapped frame rate. But if you are on a home console, you have to understand that these limitations will be in place. Developers will prioritize what they feel is best for the game they are creating. If that is 60 FPS or if it's going to be a more impressive visual type of aesthetic. And this is just going to be a debate that goes on and on. This debate started 4 years ago when these next generation consoles really came on scene and we were seeing some games be 30 FPS. And people were saying, well, why don't they just tone down the visuals? Instead of doing 4K, do 1440p and get it to 60 frames a second. And ultimately, it comes down to the company. If the company wants to have that level of visuals, something that is easily marketable, where they can show you impressive graphics that the casual audience is going to see and say, I want to play that game because look how amazing it looks, versus having on back of the box it's 60 FPS, something that would mean nothing to them, they're always going to choose the former. And this is going to be a topic that just goes on and on and on with no end.
So really
Yeah.
what you need to do is this. Download Dolphin. You download Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door .iso. You go, they have texture packs for GameCube games, HD texture packs. You get that, put it together, run it on your personal computer, your PC. You can probably run it on your ROG, no problem. Steam Deck, probably fine on that too. And then you're golden. And then, my friend, you are golden.
Nate, do you have any opinions on the whole controversy thing? Or like sorry, both of these are controversies. The
Censorship,
yes, thank you so
localization.
much. I've been awake too long.
I think the majority of the gaming audience has to learn the difference between censorship and localization, and they have to understand what localization is. Because in the last month or so, you've had people attack localization, saying you should stay more true to the original script. And as Celia was saying, if some of these changes are to be more accurate to the original Japanese script, then it just shows that those individuals discussing the issues with localization don't understand what the hell they're talking about, because this is exactly what they're demanding, but then they get mad when it doesn't match the original localized version because they don't like those changes, because they weren't aware of the changes, because when they played the game 20 years ago, they were 12 and it didn't mean anything. And with the censorship, it's going to vary due to the multi-regional releases, as Sean mentioned earlier. Certain countries, certain regions have laws, they have certain rules that they have in place when it comes to media and how you can distribute media. So you're going to have to make changes if you want to release in certain regions. You cannot have any product that's just going to be completely censored free. Every piece of media has some form of censorship or has been cut and edited for a respective region, be it movie, music, they all have it. Or you are slapped with a parental advisory sticker. And people say, well, that's what the mature rating on video games are. Well, mature rating also has limitations. As you'll notice on home consoles, there is no game rated with AO. They are not permitted on home consoles. You can release an AO game on PC because that's more of a Wild West type platform, but it's another type of topic where it's just going to go on and on. You're going to have a very, I guess, vocal minority who's just going to get mad about anything that they perceive as a slight on their views, when ultimately most of it is just a trivial nothing that 99.9% of gamers really don't have any invested interest in caring about.
I completely agree. Yeah. Yeah, I mean yeah. I agree. I think I don't care enough, I guess, to like actively get upset about these things. I feel that like if other people care about them, like good for you. Fine, glad you found something you're passionate about, but I just feel like it's just not too big of a deal to me personally.
I
Oh,
I have
sorry.
a question. Okay, remember I might be misremembering, but remember how in original like the Red and Blue in Pokemon, there was like a casino and you could gamble. And then in the remake for Leaf Green and Fire Red, they closed the casino, I think. Or you couldn't gamble in it. Was anyone mad about that?
No, because they didn't know it.
Yeah.
Because again, they were children, and the only way we got information back in 1997 was going to be from regional magazines. Unless EGM had specifically noted that change, we played in ignorance. And it goes back to the old saying, ignorance is bliss. If you
So
don't know what you're missing, then
I guess like the point I'm getting at is like when did we start getting really mad about these things?
Twitter.
'Cause
Twitter.
when
Twitter's
It has
been
to be
around since
Twitter.
2007, 8. I
Yeah,
don't
but
remember.
back
That's
in
when
the
I found
yeah,
day,
but now the world is more connected than ever. Every single thing, whether it happens in Japan, North America, everyone knows about it, and now everyone makes it their personal beef that this happened in a video game that they are never going to play or they have no vested interest in solely because they can use it to net engagement on social
Yeah, and
media
get clicks on
platforms.
Twitter.
there was a guy who made a tweet the other day talking about he was like, Twitter's changed. Back in 2012, I showed people how to cook crack on a stovetop and nobody cared. And nowadays I call a bitch fat and everyone wants to cancel me. And I'm like, word, dude, I feel that.
How real of him. Does he still do the
The
crack
crack?
They
tutorials?
can't cook crack anymore
Does
on
he
Twitter.
have his teeth anymore? I have so many questions about this person.
No, you cook the crack. You don't use the crack.
He's moved on to Rumble.
Oh, wow.
The dealer, a good dealer. Never mind. Tainted Dragon says censorship should be handled like music CDs in the 90s with the explicit language. So we better have censored and uncensored versions of the game.
Mm.
The problem with that
No,
is
that's
cost.
already fundamentally flawed.
Yeah.
As said, if Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft don't allow adult-only content on their platform in terms of games, it doesn't matter. You're still capped at mature rating. So you're going to have limitations regardless.
Yeah. Is there anything left that you guys want to talk about with this controversy, or we zoom in?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Sean, any strong opinions? Final last word.
No, I'm all right.
All right. I wanted to ask, are you guys getting Endless Ocean Luminous? And have you guys seen the reviews?
I have seen the reviews. I can't say that I'm surprised with the reviews. I probably will pick it up at some point in time, but I do not know when that time will be. I don't know that I'm necessarily interested enough right now to drop the $60.
$50.
$50.
Okay.
Yeah, let me finish.
So, well, guys,
I was gonna say the $60, but then I remembered it was 50.
My bad.
It's fine.
Okay. Celia?
I do not think I'm going to buy this game.
You
'Cause,
don't
like, at
buy
first I saw the-
games. What
I
if
know.
there's a
Okay, well, I
raffle?
buy
He
them on
wins
sale.
them.
I win them also. I just entered a Plucky Squire contest. I hope I win it.
When does that come out?
So Devolver said it was 2024. So eventually, I don't know. I don't work for Devolver.
You can only get it through the giveaway.
Yeah, no, I can, but like, we'll see. Fingers crossed. Anyways, for that game, I don't know, because like those type of games, I refer to them, and no one get mad at me if you really like the game. I call them nervous breakdown games, like when you just need to like have absolutely like no one loses, no one wins, and you just vibe. I like to play those. Then I would put in the same category like a short hike. So yeah, I feel like if I'm ever like way too stressed, that's maybe when I would pick it up. But until then, probably not.
Everyone loses, no one wins. That's my style of game.
Wait a minute, what?
The game of life.
Interesting. Nate, are you gonna get it?
I am not picking up Endless Ocean, but I will give Celia an opportunity to win the game right now. If she answers this aquatic trivia question correct, Sean will buy her a copy of the game.
What the
Oh my
fuck?
God,
I didn't
so
authorize
kind.
this.
Okay, hold on. Do I get to cheat? Because I don't know many
No.
fish facts.
No,
What?
you do not get the cheat.
That's fucked up.
This has to be honest.
Fine. Okay.
What type of animal is a killer whale?
It's a mammal.
More specific.
It is. Isn't it technically like a dolphin or something like that?
Correct.
Like it's not
It
a
is a
whale.
dolphin.
Yeah.
Guess who
You
got a free
win.
game?
Yes. Thanks, Sean. No, I was like trying to think if it was a trick question. Like you were looking for like, did you know? Like I don't know. I watched.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say a whale.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, but
I
now
watched
you got a free game.
Blackfish. I was like going through my head of like fun facts from there, or like Planet Earth from like all the nature documentaries. I watch a lot of nature documentaries. So I was trying to figure out if this was a trick or not.
I
She
went to
saw
a show.
through it, Sean. Well,
I didn't even authorize this.
Sean, you're so cool. Thanks. Can you buy me Plucky Squire also?
No.
I could answer a theater
2
kid
for 1.
question.
Well,
Yeah, let's try.
at least you won something. That's pretty good.
Wow, today's a good day.
Coming
Fuck
up.
today.
Yeah, things are coming up, Millhouse.
I think I'm the only. So I'm gonna buy the game. I think. I don't know. I want to see what it is. I've never played them before. I haven't played the Wii one. Haven't played the other one. Were they both on Wii?
Yeah.
There's 2, right? Yeah, both. So I haven't played either of those, and I don't know. I could vibe with like a nothing game where you just kind of mob around and stuff. The reviews are pretty not ideal. Nintendo Life gave them like a 5 out of 10. I don't know what they have on Metacritic right now, but I'm assuming it's not super ideal. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's anything to do in the game other than scan the fish and swim around. And I heard that the swimming mechanic isn't that great, so I don't know. A bit of
Is
a
that all
bust.
you do? You just swim around and collect the fishies?
Yeah,
you-
you scan them, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
you
Oh, you just
catalog
scan them?
fish.
You don't get to keep them? That's
No.
pretty messed up.
No, you're not
I was
SeaWorld.
imagining it. Okay, have any of you guys played Fire Emblem Engage? There's a point to this, I
Yes.
promise. Okay, you know how like at the like I guess like the transition screen or whatever, you run around and you talk to your party, like whatever.
Yeah.
And then you can also find like pigeons and rabbits and like random ass animals all around and just take it home with you. I imagine the game very similar.
Like an aquarium.
Yeah, you make your own.
That'd
I
be
feel like
cool.
that would be way more fun.
That's
Like,
like
you
almost like
gotta-
Animal Crossing-esque.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Maybe I won't play it as a
Well,
kid.
you're gonna get it regardless.
Oh
'cause you
yeah, I
own
forgot.
it.
Wait, were we serious about that? Thanks, Sean.
I feel like we have to. That you answered a trick question
Yeah, man.
This is racist.
as the as the host of the podcast. I think we have to.
Fuck you.
Okay. Does anyone have any other things they want to touch on before we jump into the Paper Mario Smash or Pass?
I do, but it's completely unrelated to everything that we've been talking about.
go
Okay,
after it.
so I think the last show we were talking about Indie World, and we were talking about the games that we're really excited about. I played Duck Detective's demo, and it is so good. It's like dumb funny. Like all the jokes are punny, and like it starts off like he introduces Duck Detective, and he lets you know that he's divorced, and like the phone rings, and he's like, Linda, I think the name's Linda. Like Linda, like come back, like I've changed, and it's so funny. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and it comes out on May 23rd, the same day as Paper Mario. So I'm probably gonna pick that game up to help support. I'll buy Paper Mario eventually. That game's just too good. But
what's it play like?
it's kind of like I would mix it with a couple things. Like it is Paper Mario aesthetics. Like, it's 2D and has like the paper like background, but a lot of it is just like you have like a mystery and it's like usually like really cheesy, and you have to kind of solve like from what I've seen like pretty mild like logic puzzles of like finding a certain keyword and then like deducting like like what
Jesus
the
Christ.
they use that a lot, and they put duck detective. And yeah, you basically solve the mystery and it lets you progress. All the characters are colorful and a little bit unhinged. I don't know. I'm really excited about the game. It's all I can think about.
Wow. Very cool. Are you gonna buy it, Sean?
I don't think I will, but I'll keep an eye out on it.
Good idea. This is gonna look weird for like 2 Can you guys see this right now?
What?
Did I change the screen format?
You did not.
No.
Okay. Oh, well then it just lied to me. Hold on. I'm gonna share my screen so that we can do this.
How are we doing versus the other show?
You check.
367 to 194.
Let's
Good job,
go,
people.
baby. That's what happens when you yank a idea. I'm salty about that. That was my idea that got yanked. Okay. Smash or pass Mario characters. Who's excited? So,
Woo.
first up, Mario. We'll start off with an easy one. Sean, smash or pass?
I'm not fucking Mario.
Okay, so pass.
I bet he's got I bet he has like a hairy butthole.
He's a plumber.
Well, he's Italian too.
Shit, double
So-
whammy.
Canonically, in Paper Mario and Paper Mario 64 and the 1,000-Year Door, everyone hits on Mario. Like everyone.
Yeah, isn't he like super hot?
He's super hot in this world. So in this context, yeah, I guess if I was in that world, smash.
If you're Paper Celia.
Yeah, if I was Paper Celia, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. Nate?
No, I'm definitely passing on that.
Okay.
Missed opportunity.
What's your fucking thing?
I said smash.
Oh, okay.
I agree with Celia. Okay. 1,000-fold Mario. Think about the extra long arms.
Yeah, those the hands.
Yeah, a lot of good can come from those hands.
Yeah.
He could hold you, Sean.
Hold my ball. He can hold my balls with one hand and my dick with the other. I mean, this is what you're gonna get. It's smash or pass. Like,
I'm not drunk enough for this.
is there a hand job only option?
We'll
It's like, I
consider
still
that
don't
a
want-
smash.
You can say
Yeah.
like first base, I guess.
Hand job's first
A
base.
hand job
with you?
first
No,
base?
no,
Holy
no,
shit. What's third base?
That is- What are kids doing these days?
There's a college 2 streets over. Maybe I need to go over there and hang out.
Stop.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take a handy.
What about you, Nate?
I mean, those hands look pretty well equipped, so yeah, go for it.
Just the whole shabam. Smash, or just like, or you
No,
said?
just the hand. Just the
Okay,
hand.
Celia?
Celia?
Well, you know, the more the merrier, I guess.
I feel like one of those figures would probably break you, though.
I mean,
You
you
know,
can
let's
get
not-
way up there. Like, this is
Let's not
beyond
think
fisting.
logistics. Let's
Oh
stop
my
thinking
god,
logistics.
Nate.
No. Yeah, this is y'all's fucking topic.
Yeah, you
Y'all
guys came up
wanted
with
to
this
do it.
topic.
So-
you
came
brought
up
it
with
up.
it.
You
Just-
then
just
come
let
up with
me
a
know.
dude
normal people
with 100-foot
normally just-
arm.
People usually just keep it surface level, and it's like hee hee. This is not hee hee.
These women came up with this idea, and the men just went along with it. We're like, all right,
feel
you
like-
do whatever you want.
I
It's
mean,
joke-
okay, you got to look at this picture. That arm, it has ridges and shit. That's extra stimulation for a woman.
Yeah, but how you're not
It could
getting
also
That
be
dude
an
is- that dude is
stimulation for a
ribbed.
man. Nate, like, I know that you are projecting, but it could be for you too. Because you're
No,
saying
there's
for
an
a
ass
woman,
guy
I'm
here,
like,
it's
men
Sean.
could too.
This we can't change the topic. This is what the ladies want. We have to go through all of these.
Okay,
characters.
next.
Okay. Bombette.
Okay, so Bombette has been to jail before, so she's
Oh, she's a
spicy.
bad girl. That's
So
good.
smash. I'm just gonna say smash for all of them.
Straight up smash.
Does she have a hole? Like I don't see any. any access points.
You lick the wick on top. Get it a boom.
Jail bitch too. She probably got a shank on her. I'm gonna have to
Hey,
pass.
look at her face there. She's already on the verge.
She looks like she's about to take a dump.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass.
Nate?
I'd hit it.
Nice.
Nice. Bandy Andy.
Absolutely
Fuck no, this dude
not.
looks like a rapist. It's like straight up.
Yeah, I'd also say pass.
I don't
look
think-
at
I
that
don't
dude's
think
face
I
with his
have
hand positioning. Are you kidding
I don't
me?
think I get the choice. I think it's his choice whether he smashes or passes me.
Yeah, that dude ain't giving you the choice. He's answering for you.
Okay, all right. We'll move on.
I don't even know what that is.
Beldam.
I have a joke, but it's way inappropriate.
No, Beldam's a turf. Do not support.
Okay. Big slimmer guy.
No, look at that mustache.
Is that from Origami King? Because I do not recognize.
Oh, that's good. No, that dude looks like someone who probably buys used panties from like 18-year-olds and like sniffs them in his spare
Oh
time.
my god.
Look at
I
his
mean, I'm gonna
eyes.
be real
look at his
here.
mustache.
He's kind of phallic shaped.
Yeah. Look at that point. Imagine that point. I'll
Yeah.
stab you.
It's true.
Call him Captain Stabbin.
Okay. I'd also say pass. All right. Bobbery.
No, that's another
Absolutely
predator.
not.
Okay, Bobbery has a lot of PTSD of the seas.
He's a project.
He's also a 1,000-year door character, and you get stranded on an island with him, which I think is a plot in a lot of romance novels. So smash.
Okay.
Didn't you tell us this was surface level and you're getting to the canon and the backstory
Yeah.
of these
I'm
characters
sorry.
to justify whether or
1,000-Year
not you're
Door
taking
is
them?
one of my favorite games ever. So you know that meme where it's like my interests or hobbies, and then someone's like overflowing it with tea, and it's like anyone will listen. Sorry, I'm using this as an opportunity.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm going to pass, but
I'd also
Yeah, I'm
pass.
passing.
Okay, suit yourself.
Boom. Flurry.
All day.
yeah, fuck yeah, hell yeah.
Look at those those lips there, Sean.
That bitch. Yeah, after you're done, she keeps going. She's like, "No, motherfucker, you gonna get hard again." Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. She cleans up at the end.
Yeah, nah. It never ends. Yeah, that's sure. That's no fucking doubt about it.
Yeah, she's got hand skill, she's got mouth skill.
Got boobs. Look at them cannons.
She's got
Things
she's
will
got
not
rolls
hit
in
you
all
in
the right places.
hit you in the head with those.
Rolls
Give you a
All
concussion.
the right places is crazy.
No, because like that's the thing.
She's
Like,
got that pearl necklace going on.
because some big chicks have like bad like self-esteem and stuff, but it's like there's levels to it. Like some big chicks, like they look good with weight on them, like because it's in like appropriate places.
Mm.
And Flurry
She's
is
got it
benefiting
all in the
from
right
that.
places. Like, look,
Yeah.
she's kind of like an hourglass. She's big up top, then she gets slim.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's
Nah,
got
yeah,
the rolls
definitely.
in the right places. So
Okay.
yeah,
And
that's a
see,
smash.
she's from 2004. Back then, the
Back when you
girls
could smoke crack on Twitter.
Yeah,
no.
good old
The
days.
girls, yo, Jam Wilson gets it. The girls who had the multicolored hair, those were the freaks. Those are the ones who were like, yeah.
Yeah, they were in the
Nowadays, it's
drama
like,
club
they're the
and
ones who-
theater club.
You get like 10 feet within them, they're pepper spraying you. Like, get away from me, man. Like on the protest lines.
Celia?
Yeah,
Smash.
Yeah. Okay.
Little scissoring.
that's a
Okay,
kid.
this is a
That
child.
is a child, man.
Okay. I don't know these characters. I'm really sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm glad.
Goombella is in college. like-
so she's legal.
Yeah,
Okay.
she has a second year at what was the university? It was like Goomba University or something.
Oh, a sophomore.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So she's in college.
All right.
Of age. I'm gonna have
Okay.
to say pass.
I mean, she looks like she's
Personally.
kind of ready to explore with that little cap on.
Yeah, but I don't like to be a teacher.
God.
You know?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean,
But I mean, she's young. She's willing to learn a little bit. She's probably exploring a lot of her sexuality. I mean, there's a lot of things at play here. I need to know more about her backstory. So Celia needs to fill us in on what she was majoring in.
Okay, so she is studying
she's
history
majoring.
of the like secret stars or whatever. She was like studying, like she was like researching about. She becomes your companion throughout the game, and she her special ability is tattle. So she is a narc. Something to keep in mind.
No, I don't like that. That's the bitch. That's the bitch. You get a little rough with her. Next thing you know, you're canceled the next day on social media because you did something that she ain't like. Nope.
She definitely has a Twitter.
I don't like that fang either. I don't like that fang sticking out of her mouth. Bad things happening.
Okay. Jolene.
Hell no.
Smash.
That's
Jolene
the
has
mansplained. That's the fucking. Wait, Josie, hold on. Put this picture up. Hold on. I'm gonna send it in the chat. Where is it? Where's the
like
fucking
a Karen?
Where's the fucking meme of the? She's like pinkish red hair. I mean, it's red hair. I typed in pink.
Nah, that's a smash.
There she is. You're fucking crazy.
No, you see, you're falling for it. She's out there. She's making you think she's that way. But when you get her alone, that chick is crazy. This girl is kinky. She's wild. She wants you to just dominate. She just puts out that image out there to, keep the weak men away from her. She knows what she's trying to lure in. You're just not ready for it.
Josie, put up that picture that I put in the chat, please. Literally.
John, would you like her if you knew her back? Oh, you've played Paper Mario. Okay.
Yeah.
And you still don't like her? She works in the Glitz Pit. That's like canonically wrestling.
Look at that, bro. Look at that.
Just like went to the background.
I really don't like women that have the same hobbies as me. Like my hobbies are my hobbies. Like I don't want you.
Are you an only child?
Yes. And I
told
my mother from a young age, I was like, if you have another kid, I will kill that son of a bitch. I'm the only child. This is it. You're stuck with me. And that's dead ass. But no, like I messed around with a girl named Jolene when I was in college. I remember one time she made me shave her legs, but she was like really hot. And like there was a bunch of people at my apartment. And like I was just in my bedroom, like shaving her legs, and like a couple of my homies walked in and they were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I was like, "Bro, I don't know." She told me to shave her legs. It was really weird. But no, I'm passing on that. I'm passing.
Did she just need help? Okay, time out. I have questions.
Okay.
Why did she have you shave her legs? Did she need help or something? Like
no,
let's not go down this avenue.
Okay, you're right. Don't ask the questions you don't want answers to.
No.
Smash.
No, he's annoying.
Bite your dick.
Yeah, we've all experienced that pain.
Okay. Coops.
He's annoying.
I thought has a lot of issues going on.
That's a Smash Brothers tournament player, right?
That dude's been friend zoned his whole life.
Yeah, that's true. That dude is a really good guy if you give him a chance.
I feel bad for my man. One of you ladies needs to come on. One of you ladies can take one for the team with Coops.
Nah, that's okay. Pass.
Come on. Josie, come on.
I can't do it. Vivian?
Smash.
Smash. Yeah, no, I agree.
She looks a little too easy for me.
See, I don't.
She's just welcoming. Enough. She looks too easy. Like Jolene, that's a challenge. I enjoy that hunt. This one is just like you walk up to her, you say hi, and she's like, "Come with me." I'm passing on her.
Bro, that's how this girl.
Way too embracing. Her arms are wide open.
At that same apartment, there was this girl that worked at Walgreens that was right by my apartment. I used to go there all the time to buy cigarettes. And like, I just had this feeling. And like one day I was just like, fuck it, let me try it. And like, I walked in, she got my cigarettes. I was like, what are you doing after work? What time you get off? She's like, I get off at 10. I was like, my apartment's right over there. Come through. And she was like, okay. And she came, boom, perfect. I was like, yes, I took the right chance. And Vivian gives me the same vibes as that lovely lady named Sarah.
Okay. Natasha?
Fuck no.
How do you say this? Did I say that right?
Natasha?
Natasha?
Natasha. She
Smash.
looks
Just
like
like
the photo.
Jolene.
Nope.
Just like Jolene.
That's
You're
even
putting out
more
that
a
tough
fucking.
exterior, but let's go.
You're a glasses guy, Nate. That's what it is. That's the only similarity there.
No, it's even that frown. She's like, come on. She wants the challenge. She's trying to challenge, and I will rise to the challenge.
All right. Bowser?
Fuck no.
See you later.
Pity smash. Pity smash.
That's true. He couldn't get Peach, but he can have me.
I mean,
Him,
like,
but
it's kind of
not
those things.
Poops?
Okay, he's royalty. That's pretty cool. He
Yeah.
does have a pretty big castle.
Man, you're all
Y'all
about
need
to have
status, huh?
RB. I
Yeah.
mean, you got to think about these things. It's,
Y'all need to
it's
watch the
tough
movie
out there.
Revenge of the Nerds. All right. The whole movie, the hot chicks go for the jocks. But then the dude puts on a Darth Vader mask and she thinks it's her boyfriend, but it's not. It's one of the nerds. And
Oh
like
my
the
God.
nerd gives her the business, and then he takes off the mask and she finds out, and she's like, "Oh, you're so good." And he was like, "Well, jocks just think about sports. Nerds just always think about sex." And like that's what you're getting here. This is the jock right here. Bowser's the jock. He's not gonna care, but Coops is gonna
Oh.
attend to your needs.
You are
Coops
really
probably out there
championing
trying.
for
You
this guy.
I feel
are
bad.
He's
Look
also,
at him.
he's also a
You're
ginger. He's a
projecting.
ginger.
Yeah,
Can't
No.
trust a ginger.
Gingers
He's
are cute.
established. Luigi.
No, Harry
Oh,
Potter.
smash.
Oh.
Definitely.
I think if Mario's considered really hot, wouldn't Luigi would be right there with him. I'd also say Smash.
Yeah. I also just love Luigi.
Yeah, he's kind of a king. Peach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
She
I'm
makes
passing.
Yeah,
I think
Bowser's
she's a
got
little.
a bunch of Koopa. He got kids. You
See,
can have
I'm
a little,
passing on this. She's too
Bowser
pure.
child,
She's
Nah.
too pure. This girl ain't doing nothing.
bro.
She's laying there and just
I
like.
dated a girl like this, and I always felt so bad because I always cheated on her. But like we didn't really date.
Exactly.
Like, she thought she was my girlfriend, but I would always try to tell her that she wasn't. I remember this was like when I was in my late 20s, so I was DJing all the time. Like this chick, like I probably should have gotten with her. She would fuck because I was living with two friends. She would come over, cook dinner for all of us, all sorts of stuff, anything I wanted, she would do. But I just didn't want a girlfriend at that time because I was DJing and I was at a different bar like every week, like with other chicks, and like I just wasn't ready. And I remember one time I got really drunk, and when we were DJing, and she came up there, and I was like, babe, do not come up here. I do not want you because I don't want to hurt you. And like she came up to the club, and we're sitting there, and I'm like, yo, you see that girl over there? And she was like, yeah. I was like, I'm gonna fuck her tonight. And she just picked up a glass and just hit me in the head with it. I was like, ow. And like she got super mad at me. But thankfully, she ended up getting married and stuff. And now she's happy. And I tell her all the time, I'm like, I'm glad that you are happy because you deserve it. You are a good person. I just was not a good person at this time. And Peach definitely gives me vibes of her.
Smash.
This is like
Smash.
therapy for me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, we
Rock
just unearthed like a dark time
Yeah, we
that had a
did.
happy ending. Yeah, Rock totally fucks.
Yeah,
Smash.
Smash. What a Chad. This guy's crazy.
He looks like a fucking 80s rock star.
Yeah, mega
Fucking
Smash.
Vince Neil.
So you're gonna
Like
smash him or
Chris
what?
Jericho in his WWF debut.
So Nate, is that a smash?
That's a pass.
No. What?
You know what that dude's doing? That
A
dude's
lot.
a fuck boy. He's a fuck boy.
Yeah, but if
Are
you're
you
just smashing,
He's only concerned about himself. You're gonna be sitting there. You're gonna be like,
Did
"Man, I
we
thought
not
this was
just hear
gonna
a
be
story about
cool."
Sean that was almost the exact same? Here.
Yeah, Sean didn't say he was a good guy at the end of the story.
Yeah,
Rock
no, I
doesn't
wasn't.
need to be a good guy, though. That's what I'm saying. Like why would he
Yeah,
have to be a
this-
good guy for it?
No, Rock
a
Hawk
power
over
bottom.
here. He is not taking care of you. He's getting himself off. He's just walking away. He's probably throwing you a towel. He might not even do that. He might just leave.
Yeah, you might.
And then you're gonna be sitting there sad, just feeling, dirty with yourself and regretting
Nate, are
the
you
whole
okay?
month.
Or he'll put
This
the.
is therapy for the boys.
I know,
Nope.
man. We're like hearing a lot of things. Okay, so things to defend Rock Hawk. Okay, he's a celebrity. He'll totally
Hot.
wine and dine you, and he'll probably call you an Uber after. So there you go.
Yeah, then when you
Get
come
a
back
ride
and you
home.
say, "Hey, I have your kid," he's like, "I ain't mine."
I mean, I think most of
Oh,
these people
right,
would.
you're
You
right,
can't tell me
Nate.
that Coops wouldn't do that. He'd be like, "Oh shit, man, I can't do that. I
Nah,
can't swing that
Coops
right
would
now."
stick around. Coops
No,
would step up.
Wait,
Coop would
Nate.
apologize because he'd feel bad. Look
He'd
at
give
him.
you $20 too. He'd be like, I don't know how this works. I'm sorry.
Nate gave a really good point. Another plus point for Rock is like, God forbid, like, you
What?
have a kid, then you have child support with a
Yeah,
very
take that
True,
famous
it's
motherfucker to the
person
celebrity.
bank.
for
Getting that
18
fucking
years.
alimony.
Dang. Nate, you're so right.
True.
That's a great point.
Women.
No, Nate said the point. He's the one that brought that up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that concludes the Smash or Pass segment of Game and Talk podcast. But we do have some super chats to
We
jump
will
into.
never do it again.
That was kind of a banger.
It
I
was
don't
really
know.
fun.
People seem to like it. Even
Sony
Nintendo Prime
is
popped in.
best. Thanks for snagging our. I won't say anything. RGT is like. What?
It's
Piccolo.
like Piccolo.
I know what. Okay, sorry. I just don't. RGT is like Piccolo and Sparking Zero, throwing Kid Go on into the air. Are you looking forward to the game, Nate?
Yes, I am.
Is that wrestling?
No, it's Dragon.
No,
Ball.
it's
Dragon Ball
Dragon
Z.
Ball Z.
Oh, sorry. That sounded like gibberish to me. I was very confused. Okay. Elliot says, all right, let's get to the chase. We were promised feet, ladies. Don't make RGT a liar now.
Come on.
RGT is a liar.
No, I
Yeah.
said there's gonna be feet and armpits. At least give him an.
And you got stories about Sean cheating on his girlfriend in front of her. I think that
She
makes
wasn't
up
my
for it.
Yeah.
girlfriend.
That was
She was a
That
girl that was a
suffices.
friend.
In her mind, she was your girlfriend.
No, yeah.
Ruffle
That's like that Mitch Hedberg stand-up line. Remember that? He was like, "I don't have a girlfriend, but there is a girl who would get very mad if she heard me say that." It was a lot like that.
Rufflemutt says flurries still have her breasts. What's censored? So
Yeah,
it's just the dialogue.
yeah. And it's localized differently. It's not like censored.
Yeah. Lemstar says, "How dare they censor Eve? Sign the petition."
Let me know how that works out. But make sure you upload a video of yourself talking about it too, please, because those are amazing.
Liam says, "How do you think Nintendo will handle Vivian now?"
I think they'll keep it just the same, or they'll acknowledge some things. I know some people were having some discourse about like that they did like do right by Vivian. I'm not sure if that's true or not because I haven't played the game yet and I don't know how valid certain sources are, but we'll see. And I hope very well. Vivian's a great character.
Lemstar says Nate can fix her. That's probably to the
I can fix
Jolene.
Jolene.
Oh my god.
She'll be more social than ever. She'll be happier. All about that.
You want a project. That's what you want, a project.
Yeah, I don't
Cody
like the
Bishop.
easy path.
What brand beanie is that, RGT?
It is a donut beanie.
Zoob. It is a very sexy style of glasses. The pointed on the
Not
ends.
wrong.
Yeah,
Sure,
like
she has a little
RGT.
bit of edge.
I can't. Yeah,
Little edge. Agree. Peach is too pure for sex. Daisy, though.
Nah.
Oops. One last
I
one.
agree. If Daisy were the option, it would be a different matter. Peach is far too pure.
What about Rosalina?
Didn't Donkey Kong hit
Maybe.
What?
that? I ain't going in after Donkey Kong.
When did that happen?
Is that not a thing? I feel like
That's a great question.
Chic says they are paper. Won't they get soggy?
At the end, but I mean by the
Oh
end.
my god! I was like, what are we talking about? Okay.
You're talking about fucking Paper Mario
Okay. All
characters.
right.
But like in this context, you're paper too. So if you're both paper, nobody's paper.
So you're just starting a fire.
Yeah.
Damn.
How does a paper penis work?
All right.
Google it.
This is the 22nd episode of Game and Talk, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. RGT, do you have anything? You want to say goodbye to the people?
I mean, sign up on or become a member or whatever, so you can get access to the after show. We'll be live probably in about 15 minutes or so.
Yes.
You can ask us whatever and hang out for a bit. Maybe you'll see some feet and armpit. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's not my birthday, Volcanic. My birthday is in July.
Celia?
Happy birthday, Sean.
Jesus
That's what I have to promote.
Sean's birthday.
Yeah.
All right. Nate?
All right.
No.
All right. All right. Before we leave, I want to give a big shout out to the Patreon members: John O, Joshua Butts, Mr. Joby, the Game Orb, Justin Housel, Trent A for being the producer tier people. If you want to join, link in the description down below. You can also check out the memberships. If you join the memberships here, you can get access to all sorts of fun stuff in the chat. You can use emotes of all of us. You can get access to the bonus shows and all of that. So just make sure you check all that out. But yeah.
Are we filming one this week?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
We're
we're filming Iggy's Balls.
Yes.
Iggy's Wrecking Balls, because that game hits, bro. That game is good as fuck.
The soundtrack's lit.
And just as a reminder, everyone listening, the women chose the Smash or Pass topic.
Yeah,
What are you talking
We're,
Nate,
we're-
what are you
were
talking about?
Taken by surprise.
Every
Taken by
week, Nate
surprise.
posts about it, and we're like,
I will
okay,
leak
Nate,
Okay,
like,
Nate.
I will leak
we'll do
DMs
this
if I
one.
have to.
Fine, Nate. Finally.
I have never advocated
It's
for
been-
any of this.
honestly, since episode 5, he's been
Yeah.
asking. This is a
I
long
have
time
said I
coming.
will not do the show if this comes up.
Yeah,
And next
no, it was
episode,
us.
we will do this Smash
we did
or
it.
Pass for Donkey Kong characters.
What?
Whoa, Candy Kong. Mega Smash. All right, on that note, goodbye. Thanks for being here, everybody. Goodbye. Later.